bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from SoFi. The return man thinks twice about it, but he doesn't bring it out, and this is a touchback. First and 10. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Caught by Nakua on the out route. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Rams first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's Nakua, complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Rams. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. That's not made by Byron Young. Here's 2nd and 9. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A give, and here comes Williams. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Dallas Turner on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Whoa. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
They run over center with Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on third downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves first and goal.
Now Williams. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run it with Williams. Trying to find a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Force third down.
So a little extra time to think about this third and goal as we've hit the end of the first. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. The motion man is Nakua. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line. Nakua, touchdown, LA. The extra point from Cardi is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Here's a toss, right side. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Byron Murphy there on the stop. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. Dallas Turner on the stop. Second down and 8. Tight end going in motion here. They send the tight end in motion. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Throwing is Williams. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They put Wilson in motion. They'll go again with Williams. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. And that That one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Tight end on the move left. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And that's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple of plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Now it's Williams. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Williams to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. He'll work his way only to the 23. They put Wilson in motion. On second down, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on fourth down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Handoff as they try to run it here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
When you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the toss, they'll run. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now give on the ground. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. McCarthy. Oh, he feels feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's got the first down. A great job looking at it, gauging where the marker is, and getting there to set up 1st and goal. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on 3rd down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it?
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did they? That's in the end zone and intercepted. And now he loses the football.
Remember now, Mike, that interception won't count for either guy, but the effort to save 2 points, especially after a drive that you end up giving up a touchdown, they could have easily folded and turned it into 8. But a nice stand there, keeping it to 6, and they'll take all the wins they can get.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Atwell sent in motion here. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books.
That's the end of the
Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Open man is Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. That is a big play for L.A. And even 30 yards. Williams to the air once more. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And the Rams are going to be set up. First and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That is caught side of the end zone. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Rams. Cardi now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 35 yards. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He'll look deep, left sideline.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
This one complete to Atwell.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Throwing again, Williams. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The motion man is Nakua. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That caught by Davis. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. On the give, it's Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. On the carry, it's Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So it's a win here for the Rams. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.
business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen them thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking that King Richard. This like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.